Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So back here in the Crust, and just continuing on, trying to research the conveyor belt. You can see we're just 9% over. I don't have music on because it tends to sometimes provide copyright strikes and so forth. So if you have played this on your own and are wondering, kind of what's happening, that would be what is happening and why it is so quiet at this point. So just trying to move further along. Obviously had just started out, so we've got kind of these steps, a little bit of the storyline mode, and I think that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with for the most part here. But obviously once we get conveyors, the benefit will be that we can go ahead and obviously then automate the iron and the silicon production. So we've got iron oxide being created, and then silicon oxide, and then this is waiting obviously for material, which it doesn't have. But that was kind of where we cut off. So we're creating these, and I guess just getting 1.4 out of each one. Although I don't know, it's showing 3 out of 80, 180, so that seems a little bit odd. So it's saying not enough resources for production.
Research complete.
All right.
Use the conveyor tool and connect the extractor to the refinery and smelting furnace. This way, the resource-rich regolith will go into the refinery without needing to engage drones. Optimization at its best.
All right, so the conveyor tool. Where is the conveyor tool? It's like showing that here, but is this the conveyor tool? Conveyor mode, there we go. All right. Okay. So, oh, I see. And then go here to here. And I assume I want to then go, whoops, I guess I didn't connect all the way in. Now, did I connect that? Yes, and then I assume I want to go here to there, and here to there, here to there. Whoops. So, build
Objective
all.
achieved.
All right.
Director, we managed to send the research rover scout. It's essential for your mission. Examine the satellite repeater and activate it by any means possible. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls. You're free to use data that will help the mission. Some of it will expedite the research. Professor Wilfrey knows what to do with it. However, remember that all ship logs, crew records, and other materials related to the incident are the property of Crust. Your company has no authority to examine this information.
Okay. So land the rover.
Did you hear? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. Don't mess it up. They won't give us another one.
Alright, so select a landing site. How do we do that? Cargo pod ready, I see. So here it comes, and then it will, I assume, unload the rover.
I wouldn't laugh at that if I were you. We're sending an expensive machine off base where the satellite link doesn't work. If we lose it, well... Anyway, Director, let's get back to work. Land the cargo pod with the rover and we'll continue. isn't 6. Almost everything has been modified. Only the hull is original. There's serious hardware there. Even Crust doesn't have much like it. Send it off base and see what we can find with it.
Send the rover outside the base. Okay. I see. So, like that way. Alright. Select leave the base in the rover interface. Okay. I don't know if that'll do anything different, but so it's heading off. Move. Okay, and I did it with the right mouse button. So I'm assuming that's where I needed to go, because that was kind of what it was sending, but so leaving the crater. Question is, like, yeah, do we need to, like, leave the crater?
Objective achieved.
Alright. Switch to the global map. Open the global map of the moon to manage your equipment and expeditions. Alright.
Crust has sent the coordinates of the repeater. Let's send the rover there and try to deal with that piece of junk.
Okay.
Colleagues, I'll remind you that we already received payment for the FASM contract, but haven't started fulfilling it yet. We need to hurry up to avoid damaging our reputation as a reliable supplier.
Alright, so
In this case, we need to research and build a landing platform.
So we're going to want to, I guess, go there, right? Set an expedition. Alright, part of the satellite communications. Okay, select transport. Alright, scout rotor. And then I guess we investigate. Alright. So, is it going? Where is it going? Or is it going? No, I don't want it going there. I want it going here. Investigate. There. Okay. I don't know. Odd. Alright. So, go back to my base.
Director, I consider it my duty to remind you that lunar research is divided into 3 main fields: fundamental, engineering, and social. Each laboratory is capable of conducting independent research, but studying certain technologies may require the cooperation of multiple fields. All available research is grouped into 3 main directions: fundamental, engineering, and social. Fundamental research is responsible for logistics and communication with other organizations, as well as drone improvements. Engineering research helps develop mining and production. Social research ensures that colonists at the base live and work comfortably. Some research requires multiple types of science points at once. You can assign tasks in different sections, and then the research plan will be conducted in parallel. The speed of research depends on your science points income. You can always rearrange your research to actualize the priorities for your current goals.
Alright, so we want to research the landing platform. So let's see. Fundamental landing platform. There we go. Alright, 17 days. So it is now doing that. So yes, we're wasting science points. Terrific. I just don't know. Alright, well we can do other things in engineering. Geophysical. I don't know. I guess we'll do that. See, but... oh no, okay. So it's doing stuff that way. Because, yeah, and then social points. So what's green? Living quarters, ice processing, technologies for mining, storing, to produce water. License for the tender system. Unlocks to build living quarters on the underground level and unlocks the hiring market. I don't know, I guess we'll go with that. And then hopefully we're not losing capability. So we're going to go underground. There we go. Alright, so it looks like we've got stuff going on. And are we maxed out here? Because the question then is, like, do we store it? Because it looks like we have 32 of 32. So I'm thinking it's just running and producing some other stuff. So yeah, it's just basically moving that oxide. This has got 29 of 36 bricks. What are my other drones doing? Yeah, they all look idle, but they're all charging. They're all doing their little charging thing. Or at least, well, one is. How about that? Good news is we're gaining time. If we go out to the map, where are we at? Alright, so they're there. So I'm wondering if the 14 days will actually include coming back. Because it obviously seems to be heading out pretty quickly, and like it'll be there, like it's more than halfway there. So not sure what I'm seeing there, but all right. And then again, I assume till this gets, like, I'll be curious to see what happens when we have the full 128. It's also interesting, like I guess I connected them both at the same time, but the fact that I have 69 of 128 and only 26 of 128 there is a bit odd. Now, are we out? No, I'm wondering, does it not produce regolith anymore?
Research complete.
Alright. So let's see. Geophysical, so 2 researches. So hard rock drilling, components factory. Processes titanium to produce plates. Yeah, see, so we'd be using multiples there. Hard rock drilling, already did the underground mining, extractor efficiency. So I suppose we can do that, and then actually, oh yeah, no, we're fine. So that'll get us extracting faster, I suppose. So I might be going and doing more things than I should be. Let's see. If I head out, yeah, he's really close. He's got 9 days. So not a lot other than just watching them move some stuff. Suppose we can see where we sit. 16 days. There were 9 days. This one's 28 days. So there you go. Speeds up extractor mining cycle by 30%, because yeah, otherwise you're wasting points. So you don't want to be doing that if you can avoid that. So let's see where we're at. Because again, part of this is like learning what the situation is. So 94 of 128. So it's going to take a little while, it looks like. But relatively efficient. I'm sure there's going to be ways to get
Director, it will be
even more
extremely
efficient.
difficult to fully reactivate the repeater under the current circumstances. It will still serve our mission, but it is no longer connected to Earth. We extracted the necessary data, but I'd suggest holding off on reporting it to Crust. It's full of valuable resources that would come in handy at our base.
Mr. Ratchet, are you out of your mind? You're going to go behind Crust's back, and this rover isn't even capable of carrying cargo.
We'll report the data we found after retrieving the surviving resources. Crust doesn't necessarily need to know they existed. For delivery, let's try to fix this piece of scrap metal. Pathfinder 3B. It's an outdated model, but it has increased maneuverability and payload capacity. Just what we need.
So, again, they said it was our property. So we're either going to repair the cargo rover and collect the resources, or we're just going to report to Crust about the resources.
Crust may seem friendly, but don't forget they control all the ins and outs of the moon. We don't need to make enemies among the creators of the space elevator.
Exactly.
Transmitting message to Crust.
What broke?
Objective achieved.
Thank you for forwarding that data. We anticipated that restoring communication might not be easy, but the situation is even worse than expected. The entire lunar navigation system is down. Listen to me carefully, Director. From now on, any information you receive from Crust must be classified as confidential. You are tasked with organizing and providing an expedition to the far side of the moon, to the meteorite impact site. To accomplish this, you will need to obtain navigation data for the transport, deploy a life support system for the operators, await further instructions.
So, Crust signed us up for a top-secret operation without even asking the Director.
It surprises me that they ask for his opinion about accommodating Hope 2. Usually, if Crust wants something, they don't ask permission.
Given the current situation, this is even to our advantage. Their capabilities on the moon now depend on us. This means we can get everything we need from them in exchange for cooperation. Crust's tasks require significant resource investment, which means we need to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components. We need titanium to manufacture parts. Find titanium deposits among the regolith using an ore detector to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components.
Alright, so build ore detector. Now I assume we need to do that underground. So we'll go ahead, construction, mining, ore detector. Alright, do we just put it anywhere? I guess. Alright, so they're coming down. Oh, cannot be installed indoors? Did I don't know what that means. Did I do it in the wrong place? Not enough power to run the module. I assume that's just because things aren't connected.
To the network. The ore detector uses battery power to run the scans. The further the scanning area is, the more power it requires.
Alright, why am I not... That's right, okay. Wires. Wires. So we go there to there. Okay.
Select the finished ore detector and scan the regolith around it. You need to find the nearest deposits to install extractors on them. Important, using the detector consumes battery charge. The larger the scanning area, the more battery charge is consumed. Remember this, and don't leave your base without electricity.
Well, that's interesting. So... Alright, so how do I scan? Conveyors, wires, salvage, mining. So, like, do I want to go and scan all this? Alright, I'm oh, I see. Activate. Aha. Alright. So, I guess we'll go that way. Alright, so there's... Oh, I see. That's, what, ice deposits? Alright, activate. Eesh. Alright, so we just got a lot of stuff. I'm not sure, like, again, what... So, does it keep telling us? Alright, yeah, it does, but... Wow. Alright. So I don't know that we found anything of interest. Alright, research the landing platform. Module needs repair. Not enough resources for repair. Steel. Where do I get steel? Oh. Alright, then how don't I have enough? Or do I have to, does it like have to go get some and bring it? Okay, there we go. Alright, so then, and then we have whatever this, what is this? Oh, I see. Well, how are we going to do that? Because this is the this is that repeater or that rover, I think. But yeah, I don't have components yet, so I can't do that. Alright. And then we need to find a titanium vein.
Director, our energy reserves are almost at zero. The moon has a long day-night cycle. Make sure we have enough solar panels to charge the batteries during the solar phase. In the event of an urgent power shortage, modules with low priority are the first to be disconnected from the network. You can manually disable modules that are not needed at the moment to optimize consumption.
Well, that's complicated. Because, yeah, now we're in the night cycle. And we're just gonna have more problems. So let's see if I build... Yeah, all I can do is do more solar panels. Oh, and I don't have salvage research, so I still can't do any of that.
You can't build here.
Alright, because what I don't want to do is... Let's see. Alright, so I think... Trying to remember. Alright, yes, if I hold the shift, I can just do a little bit more.
Research complete.
Alright, and then we need to do wires, and let's see, we need to connect all these. Alright. And then it won't reach. Interesting. So let's put a utility pole up there maybe. And then we go from there to there to there. Let's see, we'll go to the far end. Alright, and so this will help us in the other cycle, like the next day-night cycle, is what I'm thinking. I could be insanely off. But yeah, so this is just going to use a good amount of material. Where's our research? So the landing platform's still got 11 days. This has still got 36, so I don't know if we're going to make it. But the good news is, like, we will have all these solar panels, and then hopefully we'll have enough batteries to be able to do things, because, yeah, now we're basically stopped because we have no power. Which also, that could be bad, because that probably also means these boys are going to run out at some point, and there's no power for the charging station. So the question is, will they have enough power to, yeah, see, I bet he's low. Yep. So I'm thinking he's going to stop soon. Definitely a bit of a challenge on how to manage things. But another solar panel. Because the other problem is, like, we don't get... Let me go look at this. Is the rover coming back? No. So, Farhad, unknown, temporary private lab, demolished structure. Oops. No. I don't know. Hopefully moving it that far won't be a problem. But how do I get to the far side of the moon? That's the big question. Alright, I got 2 of these guys with low power, and I think they keep moving, but they're very, very weak, is what ends up happening here. Oh boy, 3 with low power. Are we going to be able to build all this stuff? Yeah, a couple of these are still moving along, but... Alright. So, do we have... Well, we have some material, but not a lot. 61%. Because, yeah, I think it's a lot slower because we don't have a lot of research points getting created here. But we need to get to the day cycle. Yes, I know I'm wasting science points. And that's the module that I can't do anything with until I, whoops, have components. I'm trying to drag the screen. Obviously, it's not working. Alright. Ay. So if I go down... Oh, you know what? I bet what happened is we're out of material. Yeah. So they're not able to build anything else, and these guys are just mining and bringing stuff, but... You almost don't need them to be. Alright, let me speed this up quite a bit, I guess. Because I need to get to the daytime cycle. Yeah, this takes a bit of time, for sure. So definitely intriguing how the sim works, so you definitely have to be careful on how you manage things. Because, yeah, we're also going to need more power to scan, and I bet we can't move. No. Well, hopefully. Just trying to figure out what we can do. Alright. So we're dark. Alright, mining. I assume we can't do any salvage. Nope. And then we have priority settings, wires, and conveyors. So, is it getting brighter? It looks like we're getting close. And then, yes, drones idle. We know that. So what I want to start seeing is the battery starting to do something. There we go. Alright. So I need it to basically last for 14 days is the problem. So it looks like right now we're getting some power, sort of. So is it backing up and getting on the charger? Not yet. Okay. So, yeah, I just don't know if we're using it all up downstairs or not. And some of it, I'm sure, is like the brighter it starts to get, the more charging we'll have. Let me just make sure, like, do the wires show us? No, they're showing green, so I'm assuming that we are getting everything here. Okay, if I move far enough away, I don't see the charges, but alright, so at this point we're waiting for some silicone. Are these running? They are. So we've got one, but like, why aren't the drones charging? That's the real question. They need to go and charge so they can move quicker. Alright, he's going. So is he fully charged? Not yet, but then they should start zipping around better. Okay. So they're charged, they're charged. Alright, so that one can build, and then that will again increase our capacity. So I don't understand what that is showing. So it looks like the batteries are like finally charging, which is good. Alright, got another drone charging up, so they are slowly getting themselves some power. So I just want to see how this goes. 20,000. Because like right now, I don't know what lasts for +3. I assume the other things are batteries. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's a large battery, but I need research. So basically, one of these will be 5 of these. goodness. I'll tell you. There we go. So we'll construct and we will be set. And then hopefully the capacity goes faster. But yeah, the other thing said X number of days, and alright, so we can see the output is pretty solid. We were going up about 1,000 per, now we're going, I don't know, more than that, I think, but I don't think we got incredibly far before. But as it gets brighter and brighter, because you can see like the small solar panel, like now it's 19. I assume that's per cycle. Although, well, it says the output is 18. Okay, but the max now went up to 20. So I'm thinking as we get more and more sunlight, that starts to increase everything. And then obviously as it starts to decrease on the back end, so 125,000 will be 25%. So there we go. So now we're now yellow. You know, and if I get to the point where I'm running out of battery space, like we can build another battery, so if we've got a lot of daytime cycle left, obviously then we'll work with that. So where do we sit on any of these other things? So we've got 8 of those, almost a full amount of those. All right. So 181, 250 is going to be 50%. But yeah, see now this is up to 22. So yeah, that's really good. All right. I'm assuming it's going to stay yellow until it gets to, say, 75%. I'm going to let it get to about 50, and we're going to call it a day for this. We'll say we got certainly more than enough for an episode as far as time. But at this point, I want to see, does it turn green at 250, or will it still stay yellow? I'm thinking it should stay yellow. I don't know that it will. Yes, okay. So we're going to go ahead and we will save. All right, so another episode here. We made a little bit more progress, ran out, but you know, now we're already at the point where, hey, we're building away. You know, the good news is it looks like we've got a good amount of daylight, so I think we've got some substantial power possibilities, but the difficulty becomes, so I guess, let me go look here, because where are the batteries? Like, where do I get large batteries? There it is. So I got to get all the way down there. Wow. Alright, so we may need to build regular batteries. That's what I was looking at. Like, do I want to keep just throwing regular batteries up if I can get the other kind? But I can't right now. But with that, we're going to wrap things up as always. If you've enjoyed this and haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider that, and I will see you next time.